Now here's the thing: you are a chronic ignorer, which is fine. I'm a talker, so sometimes I leave texts to you, and I want to just maybe to make myself feel better. You leave them unanswered because you're like, we're gonna talk about this in the podcast, and I don't want to
There's a lot of
dive
that,
into it.
yeah.
But sometimes that's just me trying to make myself feel better.
No, but it is because there's a lot of times where we'll talk about stuff, and you're like, "You gotta chill." I'm like, "Oh yeah, my bad." Dude."
But this in particular, man, my blood was boiling to a temperature that
Oh, I definitely wasn't gonna text you about this.
So, okay. What I'm not going to say is that I'm shocked that Stefon Diggs was found innocent.
No.
Like, I'm not shocked that he... My whole thing is, like, to me, Tyreek Hill isn't an innocent person, you know?
That's the weird thing. Like, I'd rather this... I thought... I don't know. This should have been a mistrial and not, like, them be like, yo, he didn't do it.
Did you watch any of the actual coverage of it? Because
I saw some clips.
I sent you the video I watched. Motherfucking Cuff Boys. He always watches those trials and everything. So when he
did the whole
he did
Young Thug.
Yeah. Oh, he did. Oh,
he was in love with the Young Thug one.
That man,
he was there every day.
Yeah, but he was grinding. I mean, you got to think he sat there and watched all of it,
everything,
all of it,
8 hours a day,
and then would cut it up into the interesting shit.
Yeah,
like Jesus Christ. But with this, so Stefon Diggs, his lawyers basically went in there and talked about everything but the actual assault. And when they did talk about the assault, this is what started pissing me off. So and here's the thing: look, a lot of money, pay for good lawyers, good job, and they just let her yap on the stand. Like, her lawyers suck. I don't know who.
And then the judge was like, "Yo, if you don't answer yes and no, we will declare this we will declare this a mistrial."
Bro, because she was just saying so much stuff that the jurors should not have heard. Honestly, in my eyes, Diggs lawyers were able to say so much random shit, irrelevant shit, to make Diggs seem like a good guy.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, why can't she sit up there and go, nah, because he's a fucking manipulator? Like, why can't she sit up there and say her shit regardless?
Now, the lawyers were just literally asking her the dumbest questions.
I'll even put that to the side. So I will say the minimal amount of time they spent on the actual assault, we'll say the slap, right? And this is where I'll say I teeter-totter, because I try to be non-biased and look at a lot of things. Like I said, like, I think there's guys who are innocent. I think there's guys who aren't. I think Diggs has a thing called a track record, and he's a piece of shit, and he is absolutely 10,000% guilty of this. And here's the problem: there are a couple things, right? Like, she didn't take pictures. She continued to work for him. Now, but here's the thing: and I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you cook. But I can't sit here and pretend like we don't live in a world where there aren't women on an even worse scale times 1,000 who may be financially depending on a man, or living with a man, or being stuck in a situation where they can't just go. They can't just say, okay, bye, you're abused, like, you just abused me, I'm gonna leave. Because here's the thing: like, they were fucking, like, they had a relationship other than her being the chef.
And I think the biggest issue was the fact that she lied about that, or left that out.
What do you mean? Well, she didn't lie about saying there are things she lied about.
Well, no. Well, so yeah, obviously the story was slightly different, or was different from the story that she gave to the officer, to the story that she was telling in the courtroom. No.
Okay. This is the problem. The things that were left out that she lied about were irrelevant. So no, she didn't lie and say, she didn't say to the cop, like, she didn't write in a report, like, I have moved out and I am no longer working with Stefon Diggs. Like, she was financially depending on Stefon Diggs. It came out that he was paying her $2,000 a week, I think, to be an in-home chef, which, I don't know, it seems pretty low. It's $2,000
a week.
$2,000 a week. but she said that
That's not low.
I don't know, but he had also promised to invest in her business or something or whatever the fuck, which never happened.
No,
Which is,
but
but here's the thing, that's irrelevant. None of that fucking matters. None of that
yeah,
matters. And the whole time I'm sitting there like, are we gonna get to like the meat and potatoes? Like, why are we actually here? And then they talk about the slap. You didn't take any pictures. She's like, I was in shock. I didn't think to take a picture. And then she said he didn't leave a bruise. It was a little red. Like, here's the thing. I don't care. Like, oh, so now we're at the point where it's like, unless you bruise a chick, like
yeah. Then
it didn't
yeah.
happen because
That's the problem with just the court system in general is you have to prove guilt,
well, yeah.
and it's like there's no way she had no way of proving guilt.
Well, yeah. Well, then it was like the choking thing. She was like,
Yeah,
he choked me, and they were like, so on the report you said on a scale of 1 to 10, the pressure, you wrote a 10. She was like, that's what it felt like, and she was
yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah,
but then they were like, so you do realize that he plays in the NFL where he's playing and running around 300-pound men trying to take him to the ground, and you would say that he was using the force of a 10 and there was no bruising. She was like, bro, I don't know what he's capable of. It felt like a 10 because she said
yeah.
she pissed herself. She said she pissed herself
I
when he
did hear about
choked her.
that. Yeah,
She said she pissed herself and bled because she was like on her period or whatever the fuck. Like she was like, I had to
Jesus
go.
Christ.
She was like, I didn't take a picture because I went and changed my pissy underwear. Like I
Yeah,
was
but
I don't know.
and I get the shock and stuff, and I'm not saying that none of this happened, but like shock only lasts so long.
OJ was found innocent.
Like court systems are not meant to protect people. If we're being completely honest, they're
Well,
not.
she came out after all this, after the court and everything. She was like, by the way, like he tried making me sign an NDA and tried to offer me $100,000 instead of
Of
going to
course.
court. Because here's the thing, what his lawyers also said were, well, why are you also suing him? And yada,
Yeah,
yada,
why are you
yada.
suing him for five
And
point
it's
five
like,
million dollars?
what does that have to do with the fact that the man slapped her and choked her? Like, why are we
Yeah.
playing this game where and you know this is what you know what bothers me? You know what bothers me?
Well, this is also the same court system that allowed Jabril Peppers to say that his woman fell down the stairs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same country that like has never like has Tyreek Hill ever been tried for anything?
He's been sued.
Like, I don't even think I don't like I don't know. Like, there's just I don't know. You look at the people who are playing in the league. It's like it's no fucking shocker. Like, okay, yeah. I mean, Mikal Bridges is still in the NBA. So or Miles Bridges, not
Miles, not
Mikal.
McCall. Don't be throwing out the wrong bridges, dude. Holy hell.
27 days, but no. So, but what I was gonna say though is like they ask her about the choking and stuff, and as soon as they ask her about it, like she starts like getting emotional, like
Yeah.
she starts tearing up, and then it's just a bunch of dudes just here we go. You know they're lying when they're crying. It's like
Is that what they
why?
say?
Oh yeah, no, they're like, oh, dude, as soon as a chick just starts crying, she's lying.
That's awful. That's not how that works, but good for them.
But
Nice work, dude.
that's
You know she's lying if she's crying.
But
Whatever.
yeah. Oh, okay. So then, some of the one of the lies were when she showed text messages between her and Diggs to the police. One of the lies was like her saying she was bringing up another girl who was involved in all this because Diggs fucks everything that walks.
Literally
Which
everything.
which really, once again, really making Maryland look bad, buddy. Like, can we stop just
We don't
being a
claim him
piece of
like
shit?
that.
I don't know.
We do. Literally, the University of Maryland, that's the only jersey that they sell with a name on it. It
They
says
need to
Diggs.
stop selling that
It
fucking
says
jersey.
Diggs.
Which is crazy. But what was I saying?
Another woman involved.
Another woman involved, and she said something like, she was like, "I'm gonna ruin that bitch life too." Like, said something like that, and she deleted that text. And she said, and the lawyer asked her, she was like, "Why'd you delete that text?" She was like, "Well, I mean, it was irrelevant, and it was just gonna like make me look bad when it had nothing to do with this." Like,
Yeah.
so I mean, which to me, it's like, okay, yes, you could twist that to some evil thing, but it's like, no, it's like, if I'm gonna look bad, and because I think she said something like, I'm already getting portrayed in a certain way because I'm here. Like, she's like,
Well,
because
here's the
she
thing.
was flapping, like she was yapping. But
She was full
some of
yapping.
the
No one
shit,
stopped her.
some of the shit she was saying, she was making some points. I was like,
Yes, but
she ain't wrong.
I saw a clip of her at some point. She was like, I didn't tell anybody because I felt ashamed or whatever. But, like, at least when the story broke to us, I mean, we probably should have assumed that they were fucking, but we didn't. We're like, no, it's his personal chef. So we thought that he was just beating up chefs. And
I
then come to
mean,
find out that he's
yeah.
in a relationship with this woman. And there's so many different motives and so many different things going on.
But that's another thing. It's like there's so many motives, so many things, and that's all they were talking about is all the motives and reasons. Like they said, okay, why were you arguing? She was like, we were arguing over money. They were like, well, allegedly you guys were arguing because he said that he was going to take you to Miami on this vacation that he went on, and then he decided not to let you go last minute. And I'm sitting there like, again, what does this have to do? Who cares? They could be fighting over a fucking Frosty at Wendy's.
Great, yeah.
like you
I think the lawyers, then the reason that I guess Diggs was found guilty or innocent was not only, yeah, they didn't have any evidence, but they really made her look like, I don't know.
she lied about stupid things.
Like, and so many, like, these made her look like a liar. And
So, but here's the thing: it's like this. Once they know you smoke weed, that's the reason why for everything. You smoke
100%.
weed, that's the reason why he
Well,
got
at
in a
least-
car accident. That's the
at
reason
least-
why he was running late. That's the reason why he fell asleep. That's the reason why he's hungry.
That's the reason why Percy Harvin wasn't Percy Harvin.
That's the reason why he said some stupid shit on a podcast. Like, it's just no matter what, that's the reason why.
That.
So it's the same thing with this. It's like, okay, so she lied about this. She lied about everything. She just lied
And
about
that's what they were
everything.
trying to get her on, dude. They're trying to get her on not being trustworthy. Now, here's the thing. In a case where there is no physical evidence,
Yeah,
if we're going to take your word, we kind of got to make sure that that's the word.
Yeah, I mean, I have no physical evidence of. I mean, I've never seen the laptop that Cam Newton threw out his window. But he did that shit.
But
so,
again, like,
I mean, I don't know.
That's the issues with the court. Like, no, the only person on the planet with motive to kill Nicole Simpson and her boyfriend was O.J. Simpson. Plain and simple. There's no one else did it. No one else would even think to do that. And he, made it out.
He did that shit, but
and then he stole his own stuff back, and they're like, "We're actually gonna give you like a really big sentence to make up for our big whoopsie."
Yeah, it is a get back.
This is a really big get back.
Oh, and there's more shit. Like, it's just this victimizing thing, where it's like, so I guess she went and visited a friend. A friend like flew her out the next day after this all happened.
I'll tell you, this wasn't as interesting as I thought it would be.
It's interesting to me just because of.
No, it is.
I
thought we were getting like a Juicy Smollier level
of lying
of trial.
Oh yeah, but okay. For instance, the lawyers, they showed a video of her from the day after, where she was with her friend, like hanging out in her bedroom, dancing to a song. Basically, like, seemed pretty fucking happy.
That's crazy. You can't do that, dude.
It's like,
that's not fair.
Like, God forbid a woman gets beat and then the next day she's like catching a vibe.
Smiles. Yeah, like, God forbid she smiles.
Dude, like, I was so pissed. That's why I was texting you like, motherfucker. There's
lawyers
no way.
suck, dude. It's
so
terrible.
It wasn't just me like, man, fuck Diggs. It's like, no, these lawyers were saying bullshit. It was pissing me off. I don't know. I guess. And then I'm seeing.
And I mean, Diggs really does skirt that line of like I guess like you can fuck whatever you want.
Yeah, but it's like you can fuck whatever you want, but you also like that doesn't mean you're not controlling and try to.
No, it doesn't mean you're not a piece of shit. But it's like
financially depending on you, and
which is crazy.
I don't know. He's like, I don't know. For people who are like, New England owes him an apology and this and that. It's like, no. Like, this is enough controversy.
This is a character issue. This is not a court issue. They released him due to character.
Yeah, it's
not because the courts. That's why they released him prior to his fucking trial. Like, they didn't wait for the court to say, "Hey, you did this or you didn't do this." This is a character issue.
Now, should they probably get rid of Mike too? I mean, probably just to clean up. If we're gonna just clean everything up, Might as
The
well.
Patriots are gonna hang on to the last minute to try to keep Mike for sure.
I don't know. A couple more pictures come out, it might be over. A DNA test is what would really would really do it for him. He'd be done.
This is like he's like such an idiot.
Diggs or Vrabel? Vrabel?
Vrabel.
Why? Oh, because well, here's the thing though. It's like
Diggs had 5 kids this year and does not let it affect his life.
Vrabel got cocky with it though. Like he's almost like a serial killer who was getting away with it to the point where he started flaunting it. Like, look, we're out in Sedona, like no one can see us, right? Like by then, like he thought, like no one's ever gonna know. No,
yeah,
they'll
you're
never
6
know.
years into this. You're like, yeah, no
At
one's
least,
taking pictures of me. At least
6 years in.
Oof.
So yeah, I don't know, but
Dude,
fuck Stefon
don't let
Diggs.
us see a picture from 2015 or some shit.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. But that's all
I
I
honestly I feel bad for the kids, Vrabel's kids and Vrabel's kids. Feel bad for all the kids, dude.